I'll dream like to spin fire. The NFT and Asa. Diving deep into projects. He's the crypto energizer. From your mint coins to tokens.
Hey, good morning, guys. Mega GMs. Happy Monday. May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. It's a good holiday, man. It's a good one. It's one of the best. Dude, it's my son's 18th birthday today. Holy shit, dude. Yo, if that doesn't mess with someone's head, I don't know what does. Just wild. Appreciative of a lot of things today. That first and foremost. Murray, good morning. Smoky GMs, man. Cats Fanatic, great to see you over on Abstract. Hang on, let me refresh over on Abstract. Yeah, because we are live over there. Live on Abstract, live on X, live on YouTube right now. Wherever you're watching, smash the like on the show. Trina, good morning. Thank you, dude. Yeah, dude, I have an adult. So weird. And the rest of them aren't super far behind. Really weird. Awesome stuff. He's such a cool kid. He's such a great dude. Now I can't say cool kid anymore. I gotta say great man. That's where we're at. All right, boys, let's get into it. We've got some big breaking stories this morning. A couple really big ones. We'll do a little spoiler here. And then we'll break them down as we get into the show. Tether announced a new AI platform. It's bigger than that. It's like an open source peer-to-peer AI ecosystem. And I'll tell you this, we don't have a ton of details yet, but I think I can see what they're doing with the little that we do have. This peer-to-peer AI network with crypto functionality baked throughout. What I think they're doing is the future of like crypto transacting, crypto wallets. What I think they're doing is baking in, we look at something like Hey Anon and Wayfinder, these tools that let you like transact on the blockchain just via text, right? You tell it what you want it to do and it does it. I think that's what they're doing. I think they're basically building the next generation of wallets that is AI. They are agents. They are autonomous. So we're going to have these autonomous agents and like they'll be your personal agents. So I say, hey, Cats, I think we need to go buy a GVC. And it's that simple. You say, hey, go buy a floor GVC. Go send my buddy Cats 0.1 ETH. Oh, wait. He doesn't want ETH. He wants like USDT. So go swap my ETH for USDT and then send it to Cats. And by the way, he wants it on Base. He wants it on the Base blockchain. He doesn't want it on ETH. And that's it. You just tell it to do that and it does it. That's what I think they're building out amongst like other things, like a suite of AI tools. Wow. A company like Tether that does billions in revenue every quarter. Yeah. Game changer, big escalation. And it's just showing you the future of what's coming here. And man, it's a great time to be here in crypto AI. Very specifically, man. We're at the right place at the right time. And I'll tell you, man, still early. So big news there. We also got an announcement, the launch date of AI XVC, which is the head agent in the Virtuals ACP hedge fund trading DAO, right? The virtual swarms are coming in a couple of weeks. AI XVC is the head of that swarm with our swarm. We'll get into that too. May 13th, that goes live on virtual. Again, we'll get into that a bit here. We'll talk more about that on the afternoon show. And I got a couple show format updates. This show right here. What's up, Christian? Good to see you, man. This show right here may not go an hour every day. This show might end up being a bit quicker paced. Certain days we'll stay and we'll riff and whatnot. But this show might be a little shorter, quicker, just as every bit as informative, by the way. Not going to lose any of that stuff, but we'll keep it tighter. And the reason being is because the afternoon show is changing and getting more useful. And because it's AI focused and I want you guys extra plugged into AI, I want to make sure that show gets the right time and attention. So with that said, we're also waiting on maybe this today here, guys. I don't know if we'll get news on it, but When Donald Trump signed the executive order to create a strategic Bitcoin reserve, what he was really looking for was within 60 days to get a report on how to do that, what it looks like, how they would acquire Bitcoin. How do you establish this strategic reserve? The end of the 60 days is today. Okay, so the U.S. Treasury may today, and I'm going to assume so, deliver a report to Donald Trump on creating that strategic Bitcoin reserve. We'll keep an eye out for any news about that, but that would be today. We'll keep an eye out for that. And then at the state level, man, we saw Arizona fail to pass. Well, actually, they passed it in the House and Senate, a state level Bitcoin strategic reserve vetoed by their governor. That's coming right back to her desk at some point here in the future. Yeah, that's getting submitted, re-voted on. That's not the end of that. Not the end of that. But then big news here at the end of last week. Boy, oh boy, dude. Yeah, that is going to be the most competitive Virtuals Genesis launch we've seen yet. Yeah, you're going to have to put a lot of points. Yeah, we'll talk quite a bit about that today, along with my top picks in AI. Warren Buffett retired last week, making some comments on the economy, and, takeaways from me are when he talks about the U.S. dollar and where this is all heading. Natural course of government is to make currency worth less over time. And there is one asset out there that really let's say there's a couple. They devalue it at rates that are breathtaking. In the end, you've got people that control the currency. You can issue paper money. You can't issue more Bitcoin, though. That's why that sweet Bitcoin's so special. Yeah, I think you're going to see, I'm hoping, I'm projecting now, but I think you might see Warren Buffett start stepping up his talks about Bitcoin and crypto. Spidey sense telling me that. Anyway, guys, smash the like on the show wherever you're watching. Come over to YouTube and subscribe. Over here is Crypto Slam on YouTube. We got Chain Reaction in the morning. It's what you're watching right now. But in the afternoon, the Swarm Report, again, with a big buff starting just this afternoon. So every day now, on top of covering the market and top stories, we're going to dive into the day's token launches, part of the Genesis Launchpad. We'll kick it off today. We're going to talk about what's coming up over the week. We'll go beyond that too. We're just going to look at everything that's on the Launchpad, and we're going to rank them. I'm going to tell you which ones you really need to be keeping your eyes on. We'll look at the top performers that have already launched on Virtuals. But again, we'll kick that off today. And but since I made this thumbnail, the AI XBC announcement came, so I'm gonna have to slot them in. And they're man, in a big way, they're going to be the number one upcoming token in a big way. If you can get in on that pre-sale, that's a must. It's going to, guys, that's a cook. That will be the most oversubscribed launch we've seen on Virtuals yet. And I can. You want to do a price prediction here? We'll see that token run to, I'm going to say, easily 20 mil, but does that have like potential for 30, 40 mil market cap? I think so. 30, 40 mil, and it's going to launch at something like a 70-ish K, 70K market cap or so. Very, very low. Very, very low, guys. 41,000 virtual is the number it needs to hit. What that translates to, again, we're talking around 100K market cap. So the upside is all there. We're going to see some people probably nail a 50, 100X on that one. If you have Virtuals points, you have those Virtuals points, you absolutely want to put them towards AI XVC. Again, among these other options are out there too. We'll talk about them today, but good stuff. Guys, you can follow me on X at Hudah_idiot. But make sure you follow us at CryptoSlam on X. Also follow SlamAI_XYZ and go check out our light paper. And the Swarm_AI, that is our flagship AI agent. I'll tell you, man, internally we're getting really excited for the ACP. We are. For the Virtuals ACP Swarms to launch, it's coming up in just a matter of, I'll tell you, days or weeks. They'll announce that. They'll drop the news of when they're going live. But the Autonomous Hedge Fund is where our Swarm lives, with AI XBC, with AI XBT, with DGenC, with Velvet Unicorn, with Loki, with all these fantastic agents all working together to trade and make money. And along the way, give you some alpha and insights. Cannot wait for that. Again, make sure you follow the Swarm. That boy's cooking. Man, okay, we're not going to do Warren Buffett again. Let's get right to crypto. He's talking about the value of the dollar. There's a flight to safety. It is Bitcoin. What does it look like? Not so great in the past 24 hours here, guys. Bitcoin 94K down 1.5% here. So ending the week on a sour note. ETH still over 1,800, just barely hanging on, down 1.6%. Ripple 215 down 1.7. Solana 144 down 1.1. We ended up finishing the week down though across the board. Not great. Not what we were hoping for. Drop King Mike, Mr. Wood, good morning, man. Look, Marty, we can't FUD Wizards today. They're actually up. We can FUD apes. Nah. There's not a lot to FUD out there right now. I'm thinking here, there's not a lot to FUD. Crypto down a little bit, but like, I'll tell you, man, some NFTs are cooking. Some meme coins are cooking. There's not a lot to FUD today. It's actually a really, really interesting day out there. Feels good. Feels pretty damn good. Looking at the ETFs here. On Friday, wow, monster day for the Bitcoin ETFs. 674 mil. That is inflows there. Monster day. Not our biggest day in the past couple of weeks, but probably our third biggest day in the past probably in the past few months even. Monster day. You love to see it. On the ETH side, not as great. We'll take anything in the positive there. 20.1 mil in inflows. Again, that's the ETH ETFs. Please, dude, never stop. Never stop, Marty. We need that guy. We need you. So Marty's our resident fudder. And by the way, he's not just fudding for FUD's sake. This man believes. He's like, his takes are genuine and they're really good takes. Marty's a really fucking reasonable guy. And I believe what I believe. And Marty's the counterbalance to me because I'm a permabull. Marty balances me. We're perfect. We're a perfect pair. Marty, we should probably do a show together. We should probably have a show together, man. With Axelrod going live in 8 days does that mean ACP goes live shortly? Yeah, I would imagine ACP swarms don't go live until the agent's token is out. So I would say at the very least, you're looking at 8 days or so for that. And in fact, let me go even a little step further. Hang on. Yeah. Now I want to double check. We'll look at virtuals later, but if it goes live on the 13th, that's when you can start committing your coins. Then there's the period where the commit happens, and then it's 24 hours before TGE happens. So we're still looking at more like 9 days, maybe 10-ish. But after that, I think it's wide open for these swarms to launch. So I'll keep you guys, as soon as I know anything date-wise, I'll let you know. It's very, very soon. Very soon. VanEck filed for a spot BNB ETF. That's official here now. By the way, Crypto Briefing has an agent coming, also launching on the Genesis Launchpad. Looking to get them on the show. If I didn't say it before, I'll say it now and again. I might have already said it, but all these hot tokens that are coming out on virtuals, pushing to get all of them on the show. I really want people to get some insights into these things. Like, it's a lot of money we're talking about, pretty big opportunities, and I want people to have as much info as possible when you're making a bet on these tokens. But yes, Crypto Briefing has an agent called Gloria, and I think it's actually be good. I see a lot of other people writing this one off, and I think they're wrong for that. I think a great use case for AI and agents is news. Not the bullshit, just chit-chatting on the timeline and offering no value, but delivering you breaking news. Yeah. Yep. I see what the Gloria agent is, and that's in my top 5. So yes, looking to get them on the show as well. I like those guys. Strategy, more Bitcoin. Yes, another Bitcoin purchase here today. 1,895 of those sweet Bitcoins, guys. $180 million worth. Michael Saylor continuing to top blast. I love it. I'm telling you, that show might cook. That show might cook, man. Marty would be like our Joe, you know? Although I just want Joe. I just want Joe back. I want Marty. Dude, imagine Marty and Joe together. Whew. Trump with some comments about crypto. And by the way, if you were not so plugged in this weekend, just be aware there were strong rumors that a new Trump token was launching. We were at our desks on Saturday evening because we heard that there's a Trump token coming out. And right? Some of you guys heard it. It was either going to be a Don Jr. token or it was going to be the Truth Social token. And we have gotten news that there's a Truth Social token most likely coming. That was like a big old announcement a week ago. So a lot of us were sitting here waiting and watching and scanning, and it did not end up coming. But I'm still watching for it. It is going to come at some point. Truth Social one, especially, and it might cook. Rumors are it's going to be on ETH and maybe Base, but a lot of talk out there that it is not a Solana coin. So we'll keep our eyes on that. Yeah, I mean, Marty, at this point, we could probably just have our agents go at it. But yeah, no, that's exactly what that conversation will be like. Top ordinal collections, 1 to 2 Bitcoin. Marty chimes in straight to 0. Moving on. That's pretty much it. But yeah, that'd be an awesome show, dude. Good morning, Dad. GVC, dude, meta, nice. GVC floor 0.7. Dude, they're cooking. GVC's on its way to 1 ETH. I won't be surprised if we see him at 1 ETH by the end of the week. Because people collecting, they're not going to let him go. This is collectors in that collection. It's beautiful. Anyway, Donald Trump saying crypto market looking really strong, stronger than the stock market. Very popular, very hot. We know. But going on and saying he wants crypto and it's important. That's to me the key takeaway, saying how crypto is important because if we don't do it, China's going to. And whoever starts, man, you're going to kick off the arms race. Everybody's going to race to accumulate Bitcoin. It's happening. I'm telling you, man, everybody's coming to crypto in a big way. Dubai-based family office announced plans to invest $8.8 billion to build a blockchain and digital asset financial hub. Huge, dude. Like, the money coming into crypto is going to be face melting, and it's coming really soon. And Trump's saying $9 trillion in investments come into the States. Where that is, I don't know, and I'm sure he's lumping in that $500 billion investment in AI that we heard earlier this year, right? I imagine there's more deals like that coming. It's only those words that have me still optimistic, because otherwise, I mean, you look out there, there's not a lot to be optimistic about. It's those words that keep me in that zone. Could get spicy quick. I'm telling you, though, everybody's buying Bitcoin. And they're doing it quietly, too, and then you end up seeing these kind of announcements here. Universities buying Bitcoin. Brown University has almost $5 million in Bitcoin holdings. They're doing it via the ETFs. Really, it's why we look at the ETF volume daily. It's a different type of buyer that's getting exposure there. They're not buying on chain. And that will only to work with. Pretty nice. That building that's coming. It is coming. It is coming. You're going to start seeing headquarters popping up all over the states here. You are. The crypto-friendly stance of Trump here, drawing global firms to the U.S. Deribit, OKX, Nexo, Wintermute, DWF Labs. Probably expanding here to the States. Oh, wow, dude. I'm telling you, man, if you don't use ChatGPT or some kind of LLM every day, you're missing out. You literally won't understand how great they are. You won't understand how useful they are until you actually use it. You got to force yourself to use it. But when you do, it unlocks. It all unlocks. Like, I use it in my day process. For me, it's my Google search, and then I help it. I use it to help craft my newsletter. And I want to do so much more. I know it's going to take some time to really build this out, but man, it's a game changer already. A couple weeks back, we said this too. Even if these tools stay as is, no growth, right? No growth in these tools. If AI just stays how it is now and it never gets any smarter or better, it still changes everything. But the fact that it's only going to get better, it's crazy. Yes. They're wrong a lot. It depends what you're using them for. You have to be pretty knowledgeable about what you're already asking it to do, because you're going to catch it lying. you're going to catch it lying a lot, and you have to be able to yeah, you need to be able to spot that stuff. What? Erock, good morning. Cutie, good morning. Um, again, Warren Buffett, I think, is about to go all in on crypto. You know what I mean? Like, I think the conversation about it is about to really, really, really ramp up. Really ramp up. I think it gets spicy here really quickly. Spicier than it is now. I think right now it's just, I mean, it's kind of fuddy out there, right? Former PayPal president David Marcus says Bitcoin will power a new global financial infrastructure capable of moving trillions of dollars daily. That is what's coming. That's it. NVIDIA looking to hold some Bitcoin. Yep. Guys, the setup's here. I know it's fuddy out there right now. It is. And Bitcoin's at 94K and it's fuddy out there. People calling for a bear market. We're going to be laughing at this in a few months here. We are. Because what's coming is the thing that's going to send us to 150, 200 plus K. It is. It is. We're heading there. And it's probably this year. And we might start that move this month. I'm bullish on this month. Here is that Tether announcement, man. Absolutely massive. CEO of Tether announces Tether AI coming soon. Fully open source AI runtime, capable to adapt and evolve on any hardware and device. No API keys, no central points of failure. Modular, composable, WDK infused to enable USDT and Bitcoin payments. That is their wallet. Where are they going with this? There's no news beyond this. So I'm going to tell you what I think it is. Again, I think this is the evolution of wallets. I think it's something like an agent launchpad. I think it's like an AI marketplace. And all of a sudden, and I do think this is a direct competitor to something like virtuals. I do. And what other AI, Auto.fun? I don't think there's any competition in AI launchpads anymore. Although ChatGPT is going to have that. All these big guys in Web 2 and Web 3 are moving into the agentic space. They are. Now, Tether, this is a big move from them into that space. It is. They're going to have all kind. Look, Eliza OS is kind of competition here to a degree, but Tether is going to be the biggest of them all in Web 3. It's massive, guys. Massive. Again, not a ton of details, but huge. Let's see if any of these other articles have any kind of insights. But I think all people have to work with is that tweet, and then just reading between the lines, which is what I'm doing. So yeah, peer-to-peer crypto payments with WDK. I really do think there's an AI agent launchpad. And by the way, they're planning for billions of agents. All those things that we thought when like the crypto agent like explosion happened, and we started talking about billions of agents trading on chain, and we thought maybe by the end of this year, 60% of on-chain transactions would be from AI. That is coming. Nothing's changed with that. In fact, maybe if anything, more conviction that that's coming. It's a story like this breaking that should give you confidence that that's coming. Agents everywhere that transact autonomously or for you, and really both. That's what's coming. Huge news. Huge. Man, really looking forward to more details here. Here's this post translated. Tether AI has one key goal: be the ideal technological foundation to achieve the vision of AI described in Asimov's science fiction books. What is that? I should probably know. I don't. AI will, in the coming decades, become part of the very fabric of the universe. Our tech will be open source, transparent, scalable, able to adapt and evolve on any device, regardless of hardware. There's a few companies out there that I feel like are approaching this from different angles, but are heading towards the same place. OpenAI coming from one angle, Tether coming from another, trying to meet at the same destination. I don't know that Tether's going, LLM route, but maybe. What did he write? We'll talk GVC. I'm very, very sure about those guys, man. Very sure. Yeah, I think they're the next Azuki Doodles, Cleanosaur, Bored Ape. Even I'm not putting them at Pudgy level. You gotta earn that, but that's where they're heading. Anyway, it's huge news. It's massive, massive news. Game changing yet? No. The announcement's big enough where it's like the biggest story. Game changing yet? No, but with more details about what it is they're building, yeah. That is a game changing kind of product they're putting out here. You got your GVC listed? I'm telling, dude, it is the NFT of this cycle, and it's going to, like, I'm telling you very quickly, it's like a this year thing too. It's the conversation, like when you talk top NFTs, again, Azuki, Doodles, Cleanosaurs, Pudgies, Bored Apes. I left one out there, I think, but GVC is going to be right there. They are. Unless there's some kind of monumental fuck up by them, they're there. They're that caliber. They're doing what they're doing now with no announcements yet. They're hiring people on. They're growing their team. They've got announcements that are coming very soon. Partnerships in Web3 with a big brand. I think it's a Doodles partnership. I think they're going to be part of DreamNet. But I think they've got a lot more cooking. And again, they're hiring this team because they really got something cooking. GVC is like the real deal. And I'll tell you, man, some of you guys saw it with me like early on. Some of you guys were way ahead of me. I was late to them, right? I didn't even mint. I bought on secondary like the day of mint. Pre-reveal. I'm like, oh, dude, like was in the community. I'm like, I see it. I get it. This is not your typical run-of-the-mill NFT collection. It's so different. I'm going to pause there because I'm going to get back into GVC. Stable coins. This is a big week for stable coins, specifically the Genius Act. Voting on the Genius Act, which is stablecoin legislation, is coming potentially this week. It is by the end of this month, but it might be this week here. And of course, Elizabeth Warren comes out against it. Look, I get where she's coming from because Trump is out there making deals with who did he make this deal with? Was it the Saudis? But Trump's made a big old deal for someone to exclusively use his stablecoin and earn money. Of course, he's going to do what he can to get this passed. Not that he has any control over it in the House and Senate. I mean, he does and he doesn't. Anyway, let's listen to Elizabeth Warren here and her continuing to not get this stuff, although I think she gets it, and I think she's just incredibly corrupt. At the same time, I don't think she's wrong about this. When you hear what she says, I don't think she's wrong, but stable coins are not the problem here. One sec, get the audio squared away here. All right.
The United States is getting ready to bless Donald Trump's latest grift. A shady Abu Dhabi investment firm just announced it's going to make a $2 billion business deal with a foreign crypto company called Binance. So here's the kicker. Binance and the foreign investment firm are going to use Donald Trump's stablecoin to finance their transaction, essentially giving Trump a cut of that $2 billion deal. Boy, looks like corruption, smells like corruption. So yeah, the Senate is going to put a stop to it, right? Wrong. Right now, the Senate is getting ready to greenlight the grift by passing the so-called Genius Act next week.
I'm telling you guys, it's here. I hope it passes. I think it's going to. And she's scared because her banking buddies are threatened. She's not wrong about the grift. She's not wrong about that. I think we can all be fucking reasonable here, and we know what Trump is. But the Genius Act is exactly what we need, and it's coming, and I'm so bullish on this.
The bill that would make it even easier for the president and his family to profit off their own.
Wait. Are you talking about me, China, or her?
Own stable coin and oversee their own financial company. Look, Any senator who votes for this bill is saying that they are okay with one, Trump earning transactions fees every time his stablecoin is used or traded, like in that $2 billion deal. Two, companies in foreign countries currying favor with the president by using his stablecoin. Again, giving Trump a cut, again, like the $2 billion deal. And three, Trump earning money on the assets that back the stablecoin.
Grift, yes. The grifter calling out the grift. It is what it is. You don't stop good legislation because somebody's, taking advantage of it. I get where she's coming from. But you get this stablecoin legislation passed, and you get this industry absolutely rocking. It is good for us. It's good for our country. She is not. Anyway, Genius Act this week. Can't wait. Can't wait. Joanna, I can hear, you know what? If it's like in that way, here's what I can tell you. This is not one of those ones you're going to round trip. It's not. This one is as different. Look, certain collections give you that Spidey sense feel. Back in the day, Cyberkongs, right? Like something like that. This is the kind of feel and call I've made now for, maybe like we're going on like 2-ish months. Different. It's like that level. Like this one's going to be around for the long haul, and they're going to be, man, legit. I'm telling you, the conviction is all-time high on those guys. Nothing else in ETH NFTs right now, by the way. Nothing else. And you probably haven't heard me talk about collections like this in a while. I can get excited about stuff, but saying something like this where this is S tier, let's be fair, it's A tier or B tier, and it's got to earn its way, but this has got S tier potential, and I believe it's going to get there. It's different. We talked that. Let's get to NFTs. We're going to get to GVC, and Marty, we'll pull it up and we'll go find you a couple to get into. It's a special collection. I'm going to really have trouble parting with mine at some point because, of course, we want to make money and we're going to flip our NFTs. I don't think now's the time. I think they're heading to multiple ETH this cycle. I think they have potential for beyond that. And the rare ones that right now are going for an ETH plus 2x floor. Look, floor gets to 2 ETH. Those rarer ones are going for 4, 5, 6 ETH. And the really rare ones are going to go for 10, 15, 20. This is that kind of collection. It is. This is that kind of collection. All right, NFT market here, 13.1 million cross-chain sales yesterday. We'll just gloss over this because I want to get to the weekly numbers. Trade profits, 600,000 in the negative. Weekly numbers, we actually beat the prior week, which is great. Finished with 93 mil, so it is our best week of sales in 3 weeks. We'll take it. Sellers are down, but buyers way up, way up. Love that. Transactions up too. Average sale price down. Man, if prices were a little higher, we probably would have hit 100 mil plus. And then trade profits, 5.8 mil in the negative here. Marty, hang on. Let's peek together. We're gonna go to GVC in like a minute. But if he's speaking to you, grab him. Yeah. Your top collections here. It's Courtyard, followed by D Market, Guardian Heroes. Look at them Taproot Wizards cooking yesterday, man. Back to a 0.17-ish floor. GVC up to number 7. Actually, if I blow away the BRC20s, we're at number 6. It's happening. I think there are big moves happening. We saw it over the weekend too, right? We were pointing out that the rares were being scooped up and instead of relisted higher, which absolutely happens, but this was people locking it in because everybody's feeling the chance to get those mid-tier and the rares for around an ETH is going to be gone soon. Soon, the baseline price for those kind of things is going to be like 1.5, 2 ETH. Floor might be 1 ETH or so, but those rarer ones are going to go for double it, 2 ETH. That's coming very soon. Pudgy Penguins, Doodles. All right, let's look at top sales. Your top sale here, we got it. Wow. We got a super rare piece going for 30 ETH. What is that? I can't tell what that is. Hang on. Is that a Botto? I can't tell what that is, but it kind of feels like a Botto, which is an AI art piece. Be a quick search here. Dude, I was very, very tempted to sell my hoodie and just sweep the floor with those funds. Oh my God, cutie. I forgot. I need to do that. Yeah, thank you for reminding me. I need to do that. Was that a botto? Maybe not. Yeah, I'm not sure what that piece is. Nice sale. Nice to see art moving. Some nice CryptoPunk sold over the weekend. A couple top hats. Nice puncture on the move. Great to see that. Some Bored Apes. Anything else standing out? Pudgy Penguins. Yeah. Grifters. I know, Marty, dude. All right, we're going to peek at that. Grifters cooking, guys. Floor on Grifters is 20 ETH now. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. When we look at the sales feed too, it's just still sale after sale. And this is going back to yesterday, but a 26 ETH sale, a 22 ETH sale, a 19 ETH sale, 18, or 17 here, 30 ETH, 17. Grifters are on fire right now. Those Grifters, awesome collection, all 1-1s. 666 edition, I believe. There's 22 ETH. 20 ETH. Grifters are on fire. People looking for an X copy 1-1. You know, most of the 1-1s you're not getting. A Grifter's a little different. And dude, I won't be shocked to see Grifters up to 30, 40. I'm telling you, one day we'll see Grifters way up there. And Henry and I had one. I'm gonna regret selling that. We sold it last cycle, 12 ETH maybe, which is awesome, but they're going much higher. Okay, this weekend we saw some big sales in GVC. So here we go. Well, you're even now. Marty. I think Marty's going to have trouble FUD GVC. They're that good. You know what's going to be wild? When Marty like actually gets his feels for what it is. Like he's going to have an oh shit moment. You know what I mean? Marty's going to be like, I get it. I get why people are bullish. This one sold late last week. Someone minted it for 0.069. And they made a really interesting trade here. They traded this for 11.5 ETH plus a cosmic, which there's, I think, 64 or 69 of these cosmics in the collection, and they're worth, 5-ish ETH. So altogether, this person got like 17 ETH worth of value for this 1-1. So about $30,000 for that 1-1. And then yesterday, another big sale, another 1-1. So this one sold for 12 ETH. And then 7 ETH worth of other GVCs. So yeah, you're looking at even a bigger sale than the last one. You're looking at almost 19 ETH worth. So what are we talking? Like 32, 33 grand or so? 33 grand or so. These are the signs you're looking for. That's the sign you're looking for in a collection. And we've seen it throughout. It's not like this should catch people off guard. We've seen throughout the collection from day one all the way up till today is people going in GVC and shopping, hunting for traits they like. You see floor buys, but almost as much as you see floor buys, you see things way above floor. You see people going in and collecting something that they like. 1.15 ETH it sold for, that guy right there. All throughout sales, you see this stuff. Let's find Marty's. I can't believe you got one, Marty. It's fucking, you're not going to regret it. I know that. Like, it's such a good collection. It really is such a great collection here. You said monocle? That guy's nice. Oh, dude, yes. Fucking love him. I love him, dude. Dude, Marty, I like him a lot. You got a nice one. The purple jacket, the purple shirt, the purple candy skin, the platinum hair. Dude, he's great. Absolutely fucking love him. GG's, man. It's a great one. It's awesome. Look at the sales. Again, 1.15, 1.15. Just over an ETH on this guy here. Believe it or not, you know what is strange? Here's 1.15. Here's the strange thing. The strange thing is this is more Got a green dude too. Okay. Here's the strange thing. This is more floor sales than normal. It is. Normally you see way more sales as far as like the ratio of floor to like, rarer guy. You usually see that. And this tells me this is literally people FOMOing. What green guy did you get, man? Some nice ones on the move here. Maybe that guy? Got a green dude too. Yeah, maybe that one. Oh yeah, I'm gonna guess it's this guy because he's right by yours. Oh yeah, there's Marty.eth. Dude, I love him. Fucking love him. Dude, I don't think you're gonna regret. Yeah, sure, these probably pull back here today, maybe. But these are at some point gonna race up to an ETH. It is a different collection. Again, announcements coming. I think they're gonna partner with Doodles. I think they're gonna launch in DreamNet, which means they're gonna have a token. And like, look, I'm not like that might make you feel a kind of way, not a good way. But yeah, I think they're going to be building in the Doodles ecosystem. I would probably bet on that, like put some money on it. Look, they're going to craft their whole world and their own narrative, and we knew they were going that direction anyways. Makes a lot of sense to do it in the Doodles ecosystem. I assume they pull back. They were 0.5 2 days ago. But I was wrong like a week or two ago, right? These ran, and I'm like, okay, they got to 0.55. I bet these pull back to 0.3 something. They probably are just setting a higher low. They didn't pull back. They didn't. They got to 0.4 something. They didn't pull back to the 0.3s at all. Like 2 weeks ago, these were 0.25. And they didn't pull back. Man, there's some nice ones here. I was talking yesterday about the cream suit afro, and man, did I want that. And nope, somebody grabbed him. Here 6 hours ago, what is this, 1.2? Again, it's a lot of people buying floors too. I mean, the rarer ones are going, but even something like that, it's like not rare. Somebody just likes it, spending an ETH on it. This one too, like somebody coming up well above floor because the captain hat's awesome. This is people legit collecting because they're like, okay, this thing's got legs. So 1.3 ETH there. Here's a 3 ETH sale for the surfer dude. It's a nice one. 3 ETH for that bad boy. Here's 3.5 ETH. Oh, this one's funny, dude. You definitely do, Marty. Yeah, you're fucked. All right, this guy here was a big old fuck up. Heidi's, I know, dude. A lot of people are gonna have regrets on this one, and I get it. Like we're just saying the same shit we've said for weeks, months now, but like a lot of people faded it because the art. I get it. I didn't like the art at first. I didn't. It took me time to really sit with the art and get what went into the art because I don't appreciate the 3D stuff as much. I do now, but maybe like I lean towards thinking 3D art's like easier to make because it's like stock stuff. And then when I learned it was 3 years it took them to assemble this collection and fine tune the traits and really get in like some phenomenal detail. And then it hit me and I'm like, okay, the art looks pretty fucking great. And it does. It's really, really, really great. It is. Now, this one right here, somebody messed up. Because you guys know I have that hoodie. So I have a hoodie trait. Somebody tried making a collection offer to the hoodie traits and didn't realize there's hoodies down where they don't have the hoodie up on their head and there's hoodies up. There are a ton of hoodies down, a ton. How much on this one? Hoodie yellow. Okay. 20 of the hoodie down, yellow, but there's all colors of this, right? I'm going to show you guys. Somebody made a big mistake. He basically offered hoodie up price for a hoodie down. So like, let's go. Okay, so actually, this is a really good trait. This one's maybe not the best example. The super rare hoodie's like pretty well sought after, so we'll skip that one. Here's hoodie down white. How many are there? Hoodie white. 73 of the hoodie whites. Hoodie down, right? There are the black hoodies that are down. There are pink hoodies that are down. And so how many of those? Let's see with the pink. Hang on, there's white. We should show the number right over there. Pink. Okay. 41 of these. So 41 of the pink hoodie. You know what? These aren't as bad. I was thinking these were a little less rare. They just will be a bit less sought after because it's the hoodie up that's like the classic trait, right? But let's just say it's probably 50, 60 of the black ones, 40, 50. Let's just say there's 40-ish, 50-ish of each. White, black, pink, mint, rainbow red, purple, glass, gold, blue. Like there's a lot of hoodies in this collection, right? A lot. Again, the hoodies down is not the trait people are chasing. It's the hoodies up. And so that dude again offered hoodie up price on the hoodie down, and he got wrecked. Somebody accepted that bid, and I don't know. You live and learn. Yeah, hoodie up floor is 4.2. There's my bad boy right there. I'll keep him listed at 6.9. If he goes for 6.9, I sweep the floor here. Under 1 ETH, 6299. Let's see. See, that's what's great about this collection is yeah, he's awesome. Yep, he's really fucking great. So what's so cool about this collection, rarity number really doesn't mean a lot. It's like how well put together they are. And there's, I mean, because it's so curated, everything looks great, but some of them really, really stand out. Yeah, actually, I'm with you. I think the hoodie down looks great. I think they look great. But yeah, it's just hoodie up is the classic trait, you know? It's just the classic trait. I love all these. I'm really gonna have a hard I will have to part with these one day. I'll try to find a forever one. They're just fucking awesome. And Marty, definitely, I don't know if you do Discord much, Marty, but it's worth hopping in the GVC Discord to feel it out. Because that's where I felt how different they are. That's where I really felt like the excitement there. But dude, I like the hoodies down. They look great. They're just not. They're not in demand. It'll be like a beta play on people who are priced out of hoodies up. They'll go for the hoodies down, so they will catch a bid. But you know they'll be a little better than floor. Maybe you could think of them like the suit traits. But yeah, I don't think they'll catch in a major way because there's just a lot of them. That's true. I think they look awesome. I think the hoodie down look really, really good. But it's just, you know, a special thing about the collection is how like everything looks so good. They really, again, one of the things that makes this, are we at 0.71? Yeah, I think we're at a 0.71 floor now. Unless I got a filter on, I don't think I do. Okay. Now, yesterday when we were scrolling, we were looking at the floor and there was not a lot of great ones. Like, again, they all look great. There wasn't a lot that had rarer traits that really stood out. We're definitely at the point now where the floor's been scooped up and you have some decent looking ones on the floor. Not anything crazy, but definitely some decent-ish stuff on the floor. Like, you know what I mean? Like this guy is basically on the floor and he's nice. So you're going to start seeing people come in here and pick over this. And then you're going to start seeing some undercutting. So I do feel like it's going to pull back, but we'll see. This guy's great. It's just a phenomenal, like this guy's great looking. There's a lot of nice ones here. Now, where do we see the rare guys starting to show up? Where do we see them starting to show? Let's have another peek. I mean, we're almost at 0.9 and okay, grayscale in the community, we call them grail scale. I think these are a steal right now, especially this guy right here. 0.9 for a grail scale. I think there's like 250 of the grayscale ones, but again, in the community, they're considered, they're grailish. Yeah, I don't think you'll see these here long. Here's another. Okay. Yeah, so we're looking at almost, you know, we're at 0.9, almost an ETH for like some of the desirable, you know, rarer things. This guy's great, dude. I fucking love him. And then you got rainbows at 0.97. Okay, so we're basically there. We're at the point, let's say 0.95 is where the sought after mid-rare kind of stuff is going. And then, yeah, about Yeah, it's not even a lot there. We've probably got 10 to 15 like pretty nice ones around 0.95. And then we're over an ETH for anything that's like really stands out, really unique. Great stuff. I almost grabbed him last week. Anyway, it's a beautiful fucking collection. Yep. Beautiful collection. Again, predictions. I really do believe this. I think it's going to be when yeah, like we saw the podcast with Luca and the founder, creative director of Claynosaurs and Zagabond, and you're like, right, the top tier collections who are building like IP. I totally pictured Ty, and his brother, the founders of GVC. I think they're going to be in that conversation within a year. I do. I think GVC is going to be in that category. GVC, Doodles, Azuki, up there with. I think they'll be way above Little Pudgies, but not Pudgy level though. But they're going to be in that conversation. They are like on their way to become an elite. And it's been fun to follow that up close. Yeah. I'm glad you're in, Marty. Dude, I think you're going to love him. Yep. Yep. People, again, throughout, people have been hunting for rares, and no exception here. If anything, FOMO is going to kick in. And dude, I probably, if this keeps up within a day or two, you're not going to see the rares for under like 1.5. Right? They trade 2x floor. Well, 2x floor right now is basically 1.5. So the rares are going to go. You're going to see these flying, I bet, today. And remember, I don't think, you know what? Maybe last point on these. I don't think you've really seen the whales come in here yet. I don't. And I'm thinking of guys like Tyler and like Mando, Farouk, like those guys who are super influential. I don't think we've seen them come in yet. This has been a very organic thing with some of like the middle tier influencer guys, like really collecting, really getting in. Great collector base here, but I don't think we've seen the whales come in yet and do their thing. And I wonder, like, if we're getting close to the point where somebody, like, again, big whale, influential whale season is like, fuck it, dude. I get it. I see where it's going. I'm sweeping up 20, 30. There's guys out there that do that, and I think some of them are probably going to make a play here soon. Remember, too, last point. This is really the last point. Lucas said he's going all in on NFTs. All his ETH going into NFTs. Maybe this, although they were supposed to mint on abstract and they didn't, and maybe because of that, he's not gonna. Right? Maybe there's something there. We'll see. Anyway, great collection. That might be it, guys. We could talk Boop.fun a little bit. I see I like Ansem's take. I agree with him, saying Boop Fun is one of the only pump fund competitors I can see impacting the Launchpad landscape. I agree. That's what we said day one. It's different. It's different. And I think Pump Fun's going to have to adjust their style, their mechanics. I think we saw a Boop Fun runner yesterday too, like one that made, got into the millions. So, Gork, people talking about Gork. I'm not going to spend much time on that, but Gork is a cooker, has been. Google Wallet adds blockchain tech with ZK proof for age and ID verification. Yeah, man, it's just more and more blockchain integrated in everything. It's coming. It's here. And it's just starting, man. Safe to say, we are still fucking early. And I'm here for it. You guys are too. All right, boys. Smash the like on the show before you head out. Again, come back to YouTube. Subscribe to Crypto Slam here this afternoon. I can't wait. I'll pull it up here, but this afternoon, starting our very new segment covering the Virtuals Genesis launches. All these projects that are coming up, we're going to go over each one. I'm going to tell you what I think about them. What I don't have ready for you yet, and I will, is a ranking, like a card, like a way to display my ranking. For now, I'm just going to tell you the ones that I'm watching closely that I think are different. And your spoiler is this is top dog here. Axelrod is number one by a mile. This will be the biggest Genesis launch yet. And by the way, the other ones that cooked, really fucking cooked, really cooked. That's your biggest launch. Beyond that, There's 3 or 4 I've picked out that I do think are going to do really well. These all launch at such tiny market caps that almost everything does well. Almost everything is up. But I would keep my eyes on a lot of these things, guys, especially Axelrod. Oh, man. Going to be great stuff. All right, guys. I'll see you at 2 p.m. on the Swarm Report. Until then, fam, we'll see you. Have a great day. Peace.